Hi guys. Some of you didn't come. I think you thought today's class would already be later. Acho que vocês acharam que a aula de hoje já seria mais tarde. Mas não, eu tenho que avisar meu aluno de 4 horas que a gente vai fazer essa troca, ver se ele pode. Mas se der tudo certo, nosso horário vai ficar assim: quarta-feira, 2 da tarde, segunda-feira, 4 da tarde. Alright? Today I will confirm it at the group. But what I'm really here for is to correct this, the exercise on page 77. So I'm going to read and I'm going to say the words that were used for completing this. Okay? Remember, the words here are the same from the vocabulary here. And remember that there are some verbs, so verbs may be changed. They may be in the past, in the present continuous. You have to pay attention to that, okay? Let's review the verbs here real quick, really fast. So the verbs related to election, remember, we are talking about this vocabulary here in the context of elections. Maybe in a different context, these words will have a different meaning. But here we're talking about this specific context. My hair today is not very good. So let's go. So the verbs: to elect, so to elect somebody, to re-elect somebody, is to elect somebody for the second or third time. To cast one's ballot is to vote. É o ato de votar. To cast a ballot is the act of voting. To vote for president, to vote for Obama, to vote for Trump. Okay. Vote for somebody or for a political position. To run for is to be candidate for something. So I think my friend will run for municipal representative. Ele vai se candidatar a vereador. Okay, so to run for something. To put to a vote is to put something, an idea, a law, or a political charge, a public position, to put it to vote. Colocar em votação alguma coisa. To put to a vote. To enfranchise is to give political rights, to give somebody the right to vote, the right to be a candidate. To enfranchise, to give somebody political rights. And to disenfranchise is the opposite, to take away political rights from a person or a group of people. Cool? Now going here for the nouns. The candidate is the person who is running for a public position. Poll is a research on the number of people who will vote for one person or one idea. Poll is like a pesquisa eleitoral. Electorate is the group of people who are legally allowed to vote. First and second round is turno. So here in Brazil, for example, all the elections happen in 2 rounds. You have the first round. If the candidate has 50% of the valid votes plus 1, he is elected on the first round. If not, we have a second round. Vote is the vote is like a abstract or contract, depends on okay? Campaign, all the actions done to try in electing or promoting an idea. Slogan and term. Term is mandato, is the time that will be given a person to exert their political rights, the public position taken during an election. Okay, here in Brazil, terms comprehend 4 years for executive positions and the legislative on the Congress, on the Chamber of Representatives. For Senate, it's a little bit longer. But in Brazil, it's 4 years. A term can be renewed for 4 more in a second election. So let's go. Let's listen to the guys. Because some of you didn't come to class, I am going to play here one more time. So you have the possibility of doing it without my intervention, okay? So I'm going to play, of course, because you now have the audio, you can play again. If the quality is not good enough here, you can do it on, what's the name of it? Cyberfisk. You can download this on Cyberfisk. It is allowed. It is available. Okay.
South Africa, page 77. Changes. Vocabulary expansion.
Have you heard that Gardner is running for mayor?
Yeah, and he seems to be a very popular candidate. According to the last poll, he's got the support of 40% of the electorate. He has a good chance of being elected in the first round.
Are you going to vote for him?
I don't know. I think I'll decide only when I cast my ballot. What about you?
I like Carlson better, but if Gardner makes it to the second round, together with Stevens, then he'll get my vote. Having Stevens for another term is out of the question. I'll do anything to prevent him from being reelected.
Now, I remember that years ago, when the issue about enfranchising the immigrants was put to a vote, he not only voted against it, but also proposed disenfranchising the non-residents.
Exactly. And now he has the nerve to aim his entire campaign at reaching the minorities. Have you seen his slogan? For he fights for us.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I really love the intonation of this guy. Unbelievable. Okay, so if you want, you can, of course, listen one more time. But now I'm going to read and correct, okay? Remember, if there is a verb, you may have to change the verb and put it in the correct tense. So have you heard that Gardner is running for mayor? Yeah, and he seems to be a very popular candidate. According to the last poll, he's got the support of 40% of the electorate. He has a good chance of being elected in the first round. Are you going to vote for him? I don't know. I think I'll decide only when I cast my ballot, only in the moment I vote. What about you? I like Carlson better, but if Gardner makes it to the second round together with Stevens, then he'll get my vote. Having Stevens for another term is out of the question, unacceptable. I'll do anything to prevent him from being re-elected. To prevent somebody from being something, evitar que alguém chegue a algum lugar ou faça alguma coisa, okay? Now I remember that years ago, when the issue, o assunto, a questão, about enfranchising the immigrants was put to a vote, he not only voted against it, but also proposed disenfranchising the non-residents. Exactly. And now he has the nerve. To have the nerve is a idiomatic expression. It means ter a cara de pau, ter a cara dura. So he has the nerve to aim his entire campaign at reaching the minorities. Have you seen his slogan? For he fights for us. For here, the preposition for is being used as meaning because he fights for us. And also meaning para que ele vote, ele lute por nós. This is very common, this double use of prepositions having different meanings in slogans, because then they create this clever wordplay, okay? Unbelievable, unbelievable, okay? So right or a right or an obligation. Here, like I told in class, I want you to answer these questions on an audio. I know you don't like to make videos, but audios are okay, right? So make an audio. You can make it in the format of an interview. It can be dynamic and really cool. Or you can make it like a speech, reading the text, preparing something, okay? It's up to you. See you on Wednesday at 2. Bye-bye, guys, and see you.